Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Floss, back again with another video. And today we're going to do the real review for the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Now, this is not going to be a short video, so grab your popcorn and your thought juice and get comfortable. Here's my usual disclaimer. I'm not an Android fanboy, and I'm not an Apple fanboy. All right, if you watch my channel, you know my motto. I only pledge allegiance to the hotness. If something is hot, I'm going to say it's hot. If the shit is trash, I'm going to call it trash. Now, during the course of this video, you will hear me talk about the Galaxy Note. Now, this is not an Android versus iPhone video, but the Galaxy Note is the best Android phone out. iPhone is the best iPhone out. So when I tell y'all I don't like something, I want to show y'all a real-world comparison of why I don't like it and why I like something better. All right, so let's get started. First things first, shout out to White Shoes. She got the day off. Now, I'm going to start by answering two questions everybody been asking me. Number one, you got an iPhone 11 Pro Max. Should you upgrade and get the 12 Pro Max? And that's a two-part answer. Yes and no. All right, now first I'm going to answer it. It's like if I was answering it from one of my homeboys, all right, from one of my close friends. If they asked me, should I upgrade? I would say no. All right, hold on a second. Ladies and gentlemen, late but still great. White Shoes is back in the building.
I love my white shoes. I love my white shoes. I love my white shoes.
White Shoes,
I love my white shoes.
calm down. I had to hit her right on that paw. Okay, where was I? All right, so if one of my friends just asked me, should I upgrade? I would say no. Now look, if you had the iPhone XS Max, then you needed to upgrade to the 11 for two reasons. Number one, wide-angle lens camera. All right, you was the only person walking around without a wide-angle lens camera. You needed that upgrade. All right, so that made sense. And number two, you had two cameras on the back of your XS Max. Now you had three on the 11. So if you had the XS Max and the 11 came out, you look like a peasant. But now with the 11 to the 12, all right, 12 Pro Max, if you notice, you still got the big three cameras and you got the LiDAR scanner. Now, nobody uses that. All right, nobody uses the LiDAR scanner. And on a side note, I know one of y'all cheese dicks is at home right now talking about, oh, I use the LiDAR scanner every day. Okay, not you. All right, not you. I'm talking about nobody else. All right, maybe you use it, but nobody else really uses the LiDAR scanner. It's not really a reason to upgrade. And shout out to Apple, because this year, they didn't make you look like a peasant for not upgrading your phone. You still got three cameras. Look, if you're taking a picture, all right, both of these cameras look the same from the back. Nobody's really going to notice that LiDAR scanner except for us nerds. All right, other than that, nobody else is going to notice. Now, the only difference that I can use in real-world testing to tell y'all the differences between these two phones, with the iPhone 12 Pro Max, the night vision camera is a little bit better. But that's not a reason to upgrade, because the night vision camera on the 11 Pro Max is already insane. All right, both of these have insane night vision cameras. Battery is the same, display is the same, the processing speed, everything else is pretty much the same. All right, so I would say don't upgrade. Now, if you're a tech lover, if you're a hardcore phone guy, then it's a no-brainer. You got to upgrade. First of all, yeah, because of the LiDAR scanner that nobody uses, but you got to have that. You want the new colors. All right, when you pull out the blue phone, everybody knows that this is the new 12 Pro Max. All right, you're the official boss. And the build quality. All right, for me. Now, my personal opinion for upgrading would be the build quality. I love the new feel of this iPhone, that's square. Look, kind of like the retro feel to it. I love it. All right, this is a phone that you're going to want to wear no case. Right? You're going to love the way this phone feels in your hand. I already loved the 11 Pro Max. All right, same heavy weight, same stainless steel trim, but it just feels even better now that it's square. All right, so like I said, it's a yes or no answer. Yes, upgrade if you're a phone guy. You need the latest and greatest. Treat yourself, don't cheat yourself. But in the real world, no reason to upgrade. When you're taking your pictures, you're not going to look like a peasant. You still got your three cameras. Next question. Now, every year somebody asks me, who's the champ of the year? Is it Android or is it iPhone? And for the last couple of years, the champ has been Galaxy phones. This year is no different. All right, it's no different. Now, look, I already told y'all. All right, there's no brand loyalty. I don't care about Samsung. I don't care about Apple. I got to call it like I see it. All right, the Galaxy Note is destroying the iPhone. It's destroying it. Now, when I tell you everything I don't like, keep that in the back of your mind, and I'm going to show y'all a few real-world differences, why I like the Galaxy phone better. So this year, the title still goes to the Galaxy Note 20, the Ultra. All right, they still got the title. Now, don't get me wrong. I love the iPhone, but the Galaxy is better. Now, as usual, there's always going to be some things that I don't like. So let's talk about those first. Now, this is the part of the video that all y'all hardcore Apple fanboys, y'all not going to like this. You're not going to like this part of the video, and you're going to want to thumbs the video down. You're going to want to thumbs down the video. Hear me out. Hear me out. Before you hit thumbs down, hear me out. Listen to what I got to say first, all right? There's a lot of y'all motherfuckers that be thumb down in the video before you even hear what I got to say. Listen to what I got to say first. And if you can listen to everything that I don't like, and you can feel good enough to say that I'm not exaggerating, I'm not being petty, then dislike as much as you want. And when you hit dislike, I hope your fucking phone freeze. But for everybody else, hear me out. Let's talk about everything that I don't like. Number one, the price. All right, $1,500. Y'all know what I'm getting ready to say, so let's all say it together. The price is too goddamn high. All right, Apple, calm down. This phone, as is, and the features that it has, it should be $1,000. All right, it should be $1,000 for the 512 gig version. Then maybe for 256 gigs, that should have been $900. And for the 128 gig, $800. All right, this phone is missing so many things, and yet they're still charging $1,500. I don't like that. All right, get your I don't like that counter ready. All right, that's one I don't like already. I don't like the price. But I know the rules. You got to pay to play, so we're going to play. Next, no charger in the box. Now, I'm not going to go off onto a big rant. I want to, but I'm not going to go off onto a big rant since I already did that in the iPhone 12 unboxing. But my my thoughts remain the same. All right, fuck Apple. That was some corny bullshit. No, for $1,500, they should have put the charger in the box. All right. Now, I read somewhere that Samsung is thinking about doing the same bullshit. If Samsung does that, I'm gonna say the same thing. All right, you shouldn't be paying $1,500 for a phone and it doesn't come with the fast charging brick. That's whack. I don't like that. All right, make a note of that. Next, no headphone jack. That's just whack. Apple, you can have that. That ain't even what I'm mad at. Hashtag bars. All right, look, no headphone jack. That's not the biggest deal in the world. I don't really care about that. But no dongle. All right, now that, again, that's some corny bullshit. Because if you remember, iPhones used to come with the dongle. And if you go on Apple's website, one of their most top-selling items is still the dongle. Now, I'll tell you a quick story. I bought my daughter a car for her birthday. And, the car's a little bit older. So, she needed to have the aux cable to play the music. First thing she did was get in the car. I gave her the quick aux cable. Like, here you go. She's like, oh, Dad, I don't got the dongle. I don't got a dongle neither. Now we got to buy another dongle. You spend $1,500 on the phone, it should come with a charger, and if they're not going to put a headphone jack, throw in a dongle. And speaking of no dongle, now with the iPhones, they don't even give you headphones anymore. I mean, come on. Come on. That's garbage, yeah? All right, that's trash. Now, look, when I did the Samsung video, I said the same thing. All right, Samsung, stop cutting corners. Every time you get a new Samsung phone, you notice it has less and less in the box. But at least they gave you the charger. Apple, no headphones, no dongle, no charger. All right, next year, you're going to buy the iPhone. You got to buy the display separately. You know what I'm saying? Next year, they're going to wrap up your iPhone in a tissue and give it to you like, here you go. Now go across the street and buy a display. I mean, what kind of shit is this, yeah? We got to say this stuff, yo. If we don't say this stuff, then Apple going to think that, okay, everybody's cool with that. Let's keep shortchanging everybody. So, no, stop it. All right, stop it. I don't like that. Next, let's talk about Scratchgate. All right, let's talk about Scratchgate. Now, if y'all remember on my iPhone 11 Pro Max, y'all remember all of those scratches? Part of the reason that I got all of these scratches, and if you notice where most of the scratches are, if you two phones O'Reilly, all right, aka two phones Nelson, three phones McGillicuddy, if you're the type of person that walks around with two phones in your pocket, they're going to be like this. You're going to notice that you start getting a lot of scratches on the front of your iPhone. Let me do a wipe down and see did I get any scratches on this one yet. Let me see. I'm not really on this one yet. Let me see on my gold joint. Now, I've been using the gold one the most. If you notice, starting to get a few scratches. All right, look closely. Starting to get a few scratches. Now, I'm not saying that the iPhone displays scratch super easily, but again, if your two phones are O'Reilly, you want to be careful. I want to throw that out there. Be careful if you're walking around with two phones. Now, here's the thing that kind of makes me mad about that, though. I walk around with two phones all of the time, right? An iPhone and a Galaxy. My Galaxy phone doesn't scratch up, and I have the same iPhone in my pocket like this, rubbing on my Galaxy. So theoretically, there should be a whole bunch of scratches on the Galaxy. Not the case, though. Not the case. The iPhone display, look, like I said, I'm not going to say that it scratches easily, but if you got two phones in your pocket, get a screen protector. All right, get a screen protector. I'll just say it. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Because look, I know somebody's going to say, oh, stop walking around with a bunch of phones in your pocket. I can show you other Android phones that I have in the pockets with my iPhones, and they don't scratch up as easily. All right, they don't scratch as easily, so be careful. All right, be careful. Now, I'm not blaming that on Apple because most people don't walk around with two phones, raw dog, with no cases and no screen protectors. But they call me two phones Flanagan. That's a problem for me. I don't like that. Let's keep it moving. Next. Now, look, there's no specific order here. All right, I'm just randomly calling out everything that I don't like. Here's something else that I don't like. The home screen doesn't rotate. All right, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Let me get rid of my messages real quick. The home screen doesn't rotate. I hate that. Look at this here. Now, for me, one of the reasons I hate this is because when I get in my car and I put the phone on the mount, if I put it like this, it's gonna block my vent. So if I put the heat on, my phone is gonna get mad hot. Same thing when I put the AC on in the summer, it's blocking the vents. I'm missing some of that cooling air. Now watch this. Let me pull out a Galaxy. All right, here's both of my phones. Look at the difference. You see? Now you're getting the Galaxy. You got a Galaxy. You get in the car. You put it on your charger like this. Now you can rock out. Screen rotation. Now, to me, I think this is really dumb because your iPad has rotation on the screen. Your iPhone 8, remember the iPhone 8 with the fingerprint sensor? Used to be able to rotate the screen. Why can't you rotate your home screen? All right. A lot of people don't like having their phone on Uber driver status in the car. You want to look cool. You want to put your shit like this. Yep. I don't like that at all. Let's keep it moving. Next. No always on display. Now, this is a big deal for me. This is a big deal. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Here's an always on display. I turned off my Galaxy phone. You see that? Got a picture of white shoes. Got the time, the date. Got my notifications. So, when I'm in the bed and I'm chilling, here's how the phone looks on my wireless charger. Now, it's hard to see because of the lights, but if it goes with the ambient lighting. So if I turn off all the lights, the always on display gets brighter. That's what I'm trying to say. So, if you like me, and say you got to wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning, I like to look over at my clock. If it's 7:59, I'm going back to sleep. I wake up at 8:03. You know what I'm saying? I like to go over a couple of minutes. It's all good. All I got to do is keep waking up, glancing over, looking at the clock. Put your iPhone on the same charger. Here's what happens. All right? It's just black. Now, whenever you get a notification, yeah, it will light up. But if I just wake up and I look at the phone, I can't see what time it is. I got to physically touch the phone and say, oh, okay, it's 10:44. I got a few more minutes. I don't like that. You got OLED displays. Why not throw in an always on display? I mean, look, people that have Android phones, you take it for granted. You've been using always on display so long, you take it for granted. When you get rid of your Android phone and you start rocking an iPhone, you're going to notice the difference and you're going to miss this. Now, Samsung and LG, they make some of the best always on displays because you could put your custom picture. You could go crazy. You can have animated ones. It's just real nice. With the iPhones, no always on display. I don't like that. Next. I know. Here we go. Next. No notification LED. Again, this is kind of silly because let me show you something real quick. Watch this. When you open up your camera on your iPhone, look at that. You see that little green light? There's a fresh LED right there. But then when you turn off the camera, look, LED is gone. Turn the camera on, bang, LED. Turn it off, it's gone. How cool would that be if your phone was like this and you got a text message instead of having a big pop-up and all that, maybe the notification LED just flashes. You can set that up like that on your Android phones. That would be so dope. Apple, use that little LED instead of just for having it for camera status. You see, it does work. Why not set it up for notifications? That would have been dope. I don't like that. Let's keep it moving. Next. Whew, here we go. Now, this is something that I really hate. I got to pull up something so y'all can see that. Let's pull up a nice page. Here's something else that I don't like. The notch on the top. All right, matter of fact, let me find something white. Let me see if I can find something white. All right, check this out. Now, here's Facebook on the iPhone and the Galaxy Note. Notice anything different? On one side, you got the big Bernie Sanders hairline, all right, the George Jefferson special. On the Galaxy Note, nice and clean. Both of them are pretty much bezel-less, except for that big dumb notch. I'm not feeling that at all. Now look, I understand you need the notch for the face unlock, for Face ID, which Apple has on lock. All right, Apple has the fastest, smoothest, most secure face unlock in the business. I'll give them credit on that. But this ugly notch, it gotta go. It gotta go. I don't like that. I wish they let you disable it, like how they do on a lot of Android phones, where you could just have one black bar on the top. I would have rather have that than this ugly notch. I don't like that. Next, no high refresh rate. Now check this out. If all you've been using is iPhones, then you're not going to really notice what I'm talking about and you're not going to care. But if you start using phones that have 90 hertz refresh rate, 120 hertz, y'all see me review that Xiaomi phone the other day, 144 hertz refresh rate. These phones with 60 hertz, you're going to lose some of that fluidity. All right, hashtag big words alert. They're not going to feel as smooth. Now, don't get me wrong, iPhones definitely feel buttery smooth, no lag at all. But once you start using 90 hertz and 120 hertz and you're scrolling on Instagram, you start using your iPhone again, it's not going to feel slow, but it's not going to feel as buttery smooth. All right, so Apple, it's time to give us some high refresh rates. Y'all lagging. All right, everybody else got 90 hertz the minimum. A lot of these budget phones got 90 hertz. You see a bunch of other phones with 120 hertz. Come on, Apple. For $1,500, I don't like that. Next, no power share. All right, power share, that's reverse wireless charging. Again, I got to pull out the Galaxy Note, reverse wireless charging. Why is that a big deal? AirPods have wireless charge. Now, I would say if nothing from Apple had wireless charge, then who cares? But your Apple Watch, imagine being able to charge the Apple Watch from the back of your phone, charge up your AirPods from your phone. Now, I'm keeping it real with y'all. As far as my AirPods that I use every day, I've never plugged them in to a physical cable in maybe months. I don't even remember the last time I plugged in AirPods. I always charge them up on the back of a phone, and that's pretty much it. I don't even use wireless chargers. I always charge up my AirPods on the back of a Galaxy phone. Same thing with my Galaxy Watch, charge it right on the back of the phone. How dope would that be if you could just plug in your iPhone, take off your Apple Watch, charge it on the back, grab your AirPods, charge them up right on the phone. Grab another phone, bang, charge up your other phone. Power share. All right, Apple, for $1,500, we need reverse wireless charging. Next, no fast charge. All right, no fast charge. Now with your iPhone, if you buy for $20, you could buy the 20-watt fast charging brick. That's cool. That's quick charge. All right, that's not fast charge. That's quick charge. For $1,500, let me show you what fast charge is. All right, this is fast charge. You see this phone? All right, Mi 10 Ultra, under $1,000, 120-watt fast charging brick. Now, I made a video on this. You can watch for yourself if you don't believe me. 0 to 100% in 28 minutes. I repeat, from completely dead, the phone is powered off, plugged it in, 28 minutes later, the phone is on 100% battery. And this came with the phone for under $1,000. So you mean to tell me, now I'm going to go out and spend $1,500, I got no charger, then I'll spend $20 and buy this charger right here, something like this. Which one is this? A little anchor joint. At 0 to 50% in 30 minutes. All right, that's quick charge. That's not fast charge. All right, Apple, for $1,500, you should be throwing in a 60-watt charger, the minimum. All right, 45 watts, 60 watts, the minimum. Even the bootleg OnePlus phone that I'm about to do, 30-watt charger. All right, 20-watt fast charging brick that you got to buy separately, that's unacceptable. I don't like that. Next, no super zoom. All right, no super zoom. Now check this out. Let's take it over to the camera, right? Now, if you zoom in, the max zoom on this is 12x. All right, that's 12x zoom. Let's grab the Galaxy. Okay. Here's a Galaxy. Here's a Galaxy. Let's go to camera. All right. Let's start zooming. Look at the zoom on the Galaxy. 50 times zoom. Come on. That's crazy. Now check this out. Watch this. Here's the Mi 10. Look at the zoom. Look at this. 120 times zoom. Y'all see that? Hold up. I don't know if y'all can see that. You see right now it's on 119. Look at this. 120 times zoom. Come on, Apple. Again, y'all lagging. Other phones got 50 times zoom, 120 times zoom. The S20 has 100 times zoom. Now, I know some of y'all gonna think that's a gimmick until you actually use it. When you're outside and you're sitting in your car and you look down the block to see if that parking sign, that's how I use it the most. I pulled out my iPhone the other day. I zoomed in. I couldn't see the parking sign. So I got to walk like halfway to the block. Then I can zoom in enough to see the parking sign, only to take the walk of shame back to the car. When I got my Galaxy phone, I pull it out. I can zoom all the way down the block and get a crystal clear shot of that sign. Super zoom. All right. Now I call it scumbag zoom, space zoom, call it whatever you want. You got these big 3 cameras on the back. All right, instead of putting this little bullshit LiDAR scanner that nobody uses except for a few cheese dicks, give us super zoom. All right, give us super zoom so this way you can compete with the Galaxy phones. I don't like that. Next. Now this is something right here we got to talk about. Hold up. I want to show you what it is. All right, here we go. No multitasking. I don't like that. No multitasking in 2020. Now, the other day I was going hard trying to get a PlayStation 5. If you're shopping on 2 websites, say you're on Amazon and Target at the same time, 12:01, you're watching Amazon, then you got to go like this, switch over to Target, go like this, go back over to Amazon. That is not multitasking. Here's a Galaxy. You can be on Amazon and eBay shopping at the same time. This is multitasking. Now, I know some of y'all going to say that's gimmicky. Wait until the day that you got to bid on something or you really got to shop and buy something. You're going to appreciate that multitasking instead of going like this. All right. I don't like that in 2020. Next. Now, this is huge for me, and it's going to be huge for a lot of y'all. No fingerprint sensor. I mean, come on, Apple. No fingerprint sensor in 2020. That's just trash. All right, that's just trash. Especially in this day and age with the Rona, everybody walking around with a mask. Now, every time you want to open up your phone, you got to take off your mask or you got to swipe up. You got to let everybody see your code. That's pretty trash, all right? You got your Galaxy. You got a fingerprint sensor right there. Bang. All right? You want to open up your phone. You don't got to take your mask off. You don't got to let everybody see your code. Hit your fingerprint sensor, and you're right in the game. All right? I don't like that. Now, they should have put it right here on the side, like they did with the Galaxy Fold. They could have put it on the back. Put it anywhere. All right? Put it under the display. Put it under the display. Put a fingerprint sensor on the iPhone, all right? Nobody got time to keep going like this, putting in a whole bunch of numbers. Yo, that's whack. I don't like that. Next. I know now, this list is pretty long. Next. It's almost over, though. Innovation. All right? This is something that I don't like about iPhones. There's no innovation. All right? There's no real innovation. Now, I know everybody's going to say, yeah, what about the LiDAR scanner? This is trash. I mean, let's keep it real. Ain't nobody really using this right now. This is gimmicky. This is not innovation. This is gimmicky. There's no under the display fingerprint sensor. You know what I'm saying? There's no super zoom camera. Nothing that's more innovative. The only innovation that we got on this year's iPhone is this. All right, here's the innovation, MagSafe charging. That's pretty much it. Let me plug it in real quick so y'all can get the little animation. All right, my bad. I had to plug this in, but check this out. If you buy an iPhone 12 Pro Max, here's one of the biggest innovative features that you're going to get. It's called MagSafe charging. All right, this is Apple's idea of innovation. A little magnetic charger. You slap it on the back of your phone and watch this. You're getting wireless charge and you get a wireless charge animation. Now, don't get me wrong. I love the idea of this, but the implementation, all right, hashtag big words alert, the implementation of this is garbage. All right, it charges super slow and it almost makes you not want to use it. Now, if you're in the bed, yeah, slap it on, get the cool animation, go to sleep like this. But if you're looking for fast charge, this is going to be worthless. All right, now there's some cool accessories. I ordered a car mount that has a built-in MagSafe charger. So as soon as you get in the car, you put it on your mount and you're going to get that charge. But again, it's just going to be super slow, super annoying. All right, this is Apple's idea of innovation. So if you bought an iPhone 11 Pro Max and you bought the 12 Pro Max and you're looking for innovation, you're going to find it in MagSafe charging and that bullshit LiDAR scanner. Other than that, there's no innovation. And there's no innovation from Apple across the table. There's no new iPhone that you can buy that has a heavy innovative factor. Let me show you the definition of innovation. Bang. Check this out. This is called innovation. Now look, you don't have to buy this phone. You can buy the Galaxy Note 20. All right, the 20 Ultra, the best phone on the planet. But if you want innovation, fingerprint sensor on the side so you don't got to take your Rona mask off. Let's take it over to Instagram. All right, now I'm on Instagram. Let's see. Let's find a nice little video. All right, so we got a little video right here. You want to see it? Open it up to full screen. All right, let's go ahead and like that. This is what you call innovation. All right, look at this. This is a tablet that folds up into a phone. All right, so you're checking out the buttons. You need to see them in 3D. Bang, there it is. This is what you call innovation. All right, shout out to Mook. All right, hold on. Look. Shout out to my brother Mook. Hold on, what's he doing? He out here trying to be some kind of fashion model. Okay, look at this dude. Look at this dude. All right, anyway, like I said, this is called innovation. Apple, there's no innovation at all. You're just buying the same phone over and over and over with little upgrades. Now, I know that's a lot. Y'all know they call me Petty Roosevelt, so I got to tell y'all a few petty gripes that I don't like also. Number one, color choices. All right, color choices. Now, don't get me wrong. This year, we do got a few colors. We got blue, we got gold. You got the space gray, graphite. All right, this is graphite. So you got graphite, Pacific blue, silver, and gold. Now, these are my two favorites, the silver and gold. But here's the thing. All right, you can buy the peasant iPhone, all right, the mini, and you can buy it in cherry red. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I would have definitely got a red Pro Max. Definitely. Or the green or the yellow. I mean, why does the peasant phone come in the good colors and the big boy phones, you're getting this, like even the blue. Look at the difference in the blue. Let me take this case off real quick. From the 12 and the 12 Pro Max. Look at the difference in the blue. Now, some people like this, matte finish a little bit better, but me, I like this blue a lot better. Why not give us all of the color choices? That would have been pretty sick. Next, here's another petty gripe that I don't like. Watch this. Now, let me make sure I don't got no thought activity going on first. All right, hold on, let me just make sure. All right, here we go. Well, let me just see, hold up. All right, hold up. All right, it's looking clean right now. Okay, cool, check this out. Now, you can't delete all of your apps at the same time. I don't like that. Now, look, I'm not talking about RAM management. I don't even care about that. I'm talking about if you got a little kid or somebody say, oh, let me see that, and you give them your phone, they might accidentally swipe up. Do you want anybody to just be able to swipe up and start scrolling? Now, the more they scroll, they might find some shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to be, all right, hold on a second. Before you give them your phone, hold on a second. Doing all that, I don't like that, all right? When my daughter want to see my phone, I like to be able to go like this. Hold on a second. Hold up. You want to see my phone for a second? Hold up. Let me swipe up. You see that button? Close all. Here you go. Now you could go crazy. All right, one button, close all, go crazy. I don't like that. You still can't close all your apps at the same time. Now, again, that's not for RAM management. All right, the Apple phones, the iPhones actually do have great RAM management. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about for scumbag activities, all right? I want to be able to close all of my apps without going like this. I don't like that. And here's my last petty gripe with iPhones. This right here. Now, there's no fingerprint sensor. So if you got your mask on, you're going to have to swipe up. And this is what you got right here. You got to put in the code. Now, this is what I like. Watch this. Let me pull out my Android phone for a second. All right, pull out the Android phone. First of all, look at, you see that lock screen? You see the animated wallpaper? Hold up. You see that? That's a Vegas life. Now, if I swipe up, I can have a number pad like this. Or if I want to, I can have swipe code. So this way, somebody's standing over my shoulder right now, and I want to open this up. I got to go like this. Maybe I could do it mad fast, but somebody might be like, all right, 544, you know, 533. Somebody just might have memorized that. You got your Android phone. Ain't nobody going to, first of all, you got a fingerprint sensor, so you're not going to need that. But if not, you could do this. You could do this. You can have your, like this. Ain't nobody memorizing that. I hate somebody standing over my shoulder, and I need to put in the code like this. Ain't nobody memorizing that because I got it showing the lines, but you can have it where it doesn't show the lines. So basically, you pull out your phone, you just go like this, and bang, you in your phone. I don't know why Apple doesn't let you put in a word. And now you could use the text on the number keys as words. Like if you wanted to actually spell out a word, yeah, you could do it like that because it does have the letters on it. But I would have liked to have a little swipe entry. All right, I know I'm being petty, but they call me Petty Roosevelt for a reason. And that's pretty much it. All right, that's everything that I don't like about using the iPhones. Now, I want to say this. I know what y'all saying. Damn, he probably don't like that phone. No, that's not the case. All right. This is the first time that I'm using all iPhones. Now, right now, for my personal life and my business, I got around 8 phone numbers. Usually, I got 4 iPhones or 3 iPhones and the rest Android phones. For this last week, I've got 7 iPhones. All on my accounts, 7 different iPhones. So that forced me to use strictly iPhones for 2 weeks straight. Almost 2 weeks. Now, I've been using my Galaxy Fold. This is the only Android phone that I have on one of my lines. All of the rest of my lines, iPhones. I have 7 iPhones, all activated. All right. What's the 1, 2, 3, 4? All right, here, you got another one right here. All activated. Before I talk about everything that I do like, let me touch on the iPhone, the 12 mini. Now, I thought I was going to hate this phone, but I actually like it. Look at this phone. Oh, it's so cute. Let me get a little kiss. It's so cute. I like this phone. Now, I know what you're saying. Oh, you hated the iPhone SE. Yeah, I did. But here's the difference between this and the SE. You don't got that big dumbass chin with that stupid fingerprint sensor on the front. Now, don't get me wrong. I just complained about the fingerprint sensor, but I don't want a fingerprint sensor if it's going to have a big, giant chin. You know what I'm saying? I want a fingerprint sensor that looks like this. That's under the display. I don't want it to be a physical fingerprint sensor. I want it to maybe be on the side like this. Inobtrusive. All right, big words alert. Not on the display, a big physical thing. I don't like that because that made the display was actually about this big. With this iPhone 12 mini, you actually got a full screen display on a cute little phone that fits in your pocket. Now, the thing that I like about this the most is when I get in my car and I put this on my wireless mount. The phone is so small, when I'm on my speed racer shit and I'm hitting mad potholes, this phone does not move or flinch at all. All right, now, if I'm doing my little workout and I got on my sweatpants, this does not drag my pants down. I'm not going to be walking around sagging. I can throw this in my shirt pocket, especially with a little thin case like this. No extra weight, no extra thickness. A lot of times I forgot I had it in my pocket. And I love this phone. Now, would I buy it as my main phone? Of course not. But instead of buying 2 iPhone 12 Pro Maxes or buying one 12 Pro and one 12, I would buy a 12 Pro Max and a mini. And this way, when I'm ready to ride out somewhere, put it like this in my pocket, a little bit of extra thickness, but not too much extra weight, as opposed to what I'm doing right now, walking around with 2 big boys or 3 phones like this. It's a lot of weight. So I do like the mini. Now, as far as the iPhone 12, this is a dope phone. All right, this is a dope phone. And you're really not going to, I'm going to be honest, you're really not going to notice too much difference between the 12 and the 12 Pro. You're not going to really notice too much difference other than Peasantsville with the camera. Right? Yeah, you pull out the 12 Pro, you looking good. You pull out the 12, you in Peasantsville. And nothing wrong with being a peasant. I'm a peasant too. Hashtag Peasants Unite. But just, you know what I'm saying? Just know that These eagle-eye Instagram trolls, they're gonna notice. All right, they're gonna notice. They're gonna be like, yo, stop talking all that shit, and you only got 2 cameras, bro. All right, stop talking like that. Talking mad reckless, and you only got 2 cameras. All right, let me stop. Anyway, let's take a quick commercial break, and I'll tell you everything that I like about this iPhone. All right, y'all, so we back in. Now let's talk about everything that I do like. Number 1, the look. I love the look of this phone. Right? 3 cameras on the back, looks very modern. I love the square retro shape. This is sick. All right, I'm definitely in love with the look. Next, the build quality. Now, like I said earlier, I would upgrade from the 11 Pro to the 12 just because of the build. All right, if it was exactly the same, I would still upgrade just because of this square shape and this feel to it. I love it. All right, the build quality is excellent. Water resistance, no problems with that. Next, let's talk about the feel. All right, how does this phone feel? Now, I'm not talking about how does it feel in your hand, which I might as well say it. Feels so good in the hands, ladies. You know the procedures. I'm talking about the emotional feel. All right, you spend $1,500 and you're walking around with your iPhone 12 Pro Max. How do you feel emotionally? Well, to answer that, you're going to feel like a boss. All right, I love this. Now, again, the little LiDAR scanner, all right, that's for nerds. And that's also for eagle-eye trollers. All right, people that's trolling to find out if you got the newest phone. They see that little black camera on the bottom. You're going to feel like a boss. All right, look, man, part of the reason of spending $1,500 on a phone is you want to feel good about yourself. All right, you work hard, you want to play hard. Y'all know my motto: treat yourself, don't cheat yourself. So you just treated yourself to a new phone. You want to feel good about yourself. When you're holding this phone in your hand, the weight, all right, the sharpness of the sides, it just feels so premium. And the gold, all right, the gold, it kind of feels like you're holding a gold bar. All right, this is some Fort Knox type shit right here. It just feels great. Look, that's what I'm trying to say. It feels great. I love holding these phones. This is one of those phones that you're not going to want to use a case in the house. Now, when you're outside, yeah, I recommend putting the case on your phone. But as soon as you get in the house, peel that case off and enjoy this beautiful build quality. All right, I absolutely love it. The phone stands up by itself. Now, it's not going to do it on this table, but if you want to, you can stand it up by itself. I love the sharp edges. I love it. All right, so the build quality, A1. Next, let's talk about the display. Now, I want to show y'all something real quick. I'm going to pull up Facebook on the iPhone and on the Galaxy. Check this out. The iPhone display is actually better. In my opinion, look at the brightness. I don't know if y'all can see it in this video. Let me see if I can pull up something that has, let's pull up the same picture. All right, somebody, let's pull up something. Let's see. Let's leave it right here. Matter of fact, let's see. All right, we leave it right here. Look at the difference. All right, can y'all see the difference in the whiteness? Which I'm actually surprised. All right, usually the Galaxy has the best display on the market, but this year I'm going with the iPhone, the nits. All right, we're talking about brightness, the nits. All right, if you don't know what nits is, just Google it. When it comes to brightness in terms of nits, the iPhone is actually brighter. It's brighter, it's more vivid. Y'all know how much I love the Note. But again, I'm not playing no favoritism. I got to call it the way I see it. The iPhone screen is definitely brighter. Look, you could see it on this camera. Don't act like you don't see it. All right, shout out to all my Samsung Knights. Don't act like you don't see this shit. It's definitely brighter on the iPhone. Keep it real. I love the iPhone display. I just hate that dumbass notch, but I still love how bright and vibrant the display. Look at this. Beautiful. All right, beautiful display. I love it. Now, I wish I had a high refresh rate, but it is what it is. All right. Next, let's talk about text messaging. Now, this is something that I absolutely love. Let me find a message I can send real quick. Hold up, let's see. All right, so I wanted to pull out one of my trap numbers so I can show you text messaging. Now, iPhones have the best native text messaging app, and you're going to have the most fun using the text messaging experience. Check this out. Now, last week, this at&t line was on the Galaxy phone. So you notice all of my messages, the bubbles are green. Now I'm using it on an iPhone, the bubbles are blue. That's an iPhone thing. So if you text somebody from an iPhone to another iPhone, you're going to get blue bubbles. If you text somebody from an iPhone to an Android phone, you're gonna get the green bubbles. Now, this is kind of an unwritten rule to real iPhone users. When you text messaging somebody and you see the green bubble, that means they're a peasant. All right, blue bubbles, that means you're an iPhone boss. And let me show you some of the cool stuff you could do using iPhone text messaging. Now, this is the native app. You don't got to download any other software. Let's do test, right? Now, you see, instead of pressing send on that blue arrow, let's hold it down. You see I got invisible ink? I can send it using invisible ink. So now when the person gets it in their notification tray and their pop-up message, it's going to be invisible. In order for them to read the message, they got to physically swipe it. Now that's pretty dope. That also works for pictures. Let's do a quick, let's say I want to send some scumbag photos or something provocative. Take a picture, right? We hit done. I'm going to hold down the arrow. Let's send it using invisible ink. Hit send. This is how the picture is going to come up on their phone. So they can't just look at the picture. They're going to have to physically go like this and erase it. And the cool thing is, it doesn't stay erased. It goes back. Right? It goes back. So that's pretty fun. I use that when I'm sending some scumbag photos. You know how I do. That's a little fun little feature right there. Let me show you some more. All right, so let's do test number 2. You hold on the arrow. You got gentle. So come in very gently. You got loud. So it'll pop up loud. And you got slam. Now watch when I hit slam. You notice it slammed all of the rest of the other messages. That's how it's going to look on the person's phone. I love that. Let's see. How do you feel, right? Now check this out. You got different screens. This is what I love about iPhones. Now check this one out. You got echo effect. This is how it's going to look when you send it. That person's going to get the message. Now these do have sounds. Let me turn on my sound. Let's one of my favorite words, chicken. Right? Say I just want to send chicken. I'm hungry. I want to send chicken. Go to screen, right? Let's swipe over. You got spotlight. So actually send it with a little spotlight. You got balloons. You got confetti. Now watch this. When I send it, you hear the pop sound. This is how it's going to look on the person's phone. All right. Let's do another Let's do hey beautiful, right? Now say I want to do something cute like hey beautiful. We do screen. We'll swipe over to send with a love. All right, send with love. Watch this. How dope is that? That is so cute. All right, check this one out. All right, watch this. Party time. Let's do party time, right? Party tune. Party time, right? Now, let's go over to, this is one of my favorite ones that I use. Instead of confetti, you got lasers. This is kind of cool if you're going on some dance shit. Fireworks. Watch this one. Actual fireworks. And the person that's getting that message, their phone is going to be vibrating with the fireworks. Let's do, if you're from New York, you know about year. You know about year. That's how we say hello in New York. Okay, so you got the fireworks. And this one right here, celebration. This is one of my famous also. His celebration. Look at that. That's pretty dope. So iPhones, not to mention just the feel and the smoothness of typing on iPhones. I love sending text messages using iPhones. And that's part of the reason why I always had an iPhone. So when I'm texting somebody else who has an iPhone, I need to come up with a blue bubble. You can't be coming up with the green bubble nowadays, especially in a group chat. You will get roasted. Let's keep it moving. Next, the speakers. All right, this phone has some of the loudest, richest, cleanest, bass heaviest speakers you're going to find on a cell phone. Let's pull up a video. All right, now, of course, I got the official Flossy Carter sound test by my homeboy Mark Rebier. Listen to this.
Yo, sound test. Time for sound test. Everybody shut your mouth. Time for sound test. Time to test that quality of sound test. How's it sound, Floss? How's it sound, Floss? How's it sound now? How's it sound now? Does it sound big? Does it sound loud?
How's the bass, baby? How's the treble on it?
sound test, sound test. That's a sound test, baby. That's a sound test. That's a motherfucking sound test. How's the sound on that shit? God damn it, holla.
Look, I'm gonna cover up the bottom speaker. Look how loud the top speaker is. This is crazy.
How's the sound, white shoes? How's the sound on it? That's a sound, baby. That's a sound test.
Sick. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Rubier. All right, now here's how this beautiful display is gonna look when you're watching a video and rocking out with these banging speakers. Get full screen. Just don't look at the notch. This is beautiful. This is easily one of the best displays out. Excellent viewing angles. I love it. All right, so now let's talk about my favorite feature of this phone, the camera. The iPhone 12 Pro Max is easily the best video camera and arguably one of the best cameras on the market. Now, for night vision, it's between this and the Pixel, but for video, nothing can touch this. You're gonna get the smoothest videos, 4K, 60 frames per second, and it's gonna look like you're using a gimbal. The camera on this phone is amazing. Take a look at some test pictures and videos. All right, so now let's talk about the processor. You got the Apple A14 Bionic Supersonic Titanium Uranium Plutonium chipset. What does that mean in English? Flagship specs, bro. Flagship specs. No lag, no hiccups, no stutters. You can actually move your widgets now. If you notice, remember before all your widgets was right here? Now I can have widgets on the third page that actually move. You can swipe all the way over. Now you got an actual app drawer. All right, this is major improvements. All right, major improvements. But as far as the processor, again, no lag, no hiccups, nothing to talk about. A1 status. Next, let's talk about the battery. Battery life on this. Now look, I rock my phone at max brightness. Battery life on this, easy all day status. Easy. The only downside is you're not going to have the super fast wireless charging. You're not going to have the super fast MagSafe charging. But one full charge is going to easily last you all day. All right, so if you love the battery on the 11 Pro Max, you're going to love it on the 12 Pro Max. It's basically the same. All right, I got no complaints with the battery. Next, now, as far as gaming, I don't really game on this iPhone because I use Xbox Game Pass. But, I mean, regular stuff, Angry Birds and Words with Friends, all that stuff's going to work. Your little race games, going to work with no problems. All right, but no Xbox Game Pass. Next, let's talk about accessories. Now, this is another reason why you buy an iPhone, other than the fact that it's super easy to use, it's reliable, it's smooth, you got the best cameras, best display, best speakers, accessories. All right. Now, first we'll talk about the MagSafe. Yeah, this is kind of, it's kind of in the infancy stages, but I love this little animation. All right, you get your MagSafe charging. Now, a lot of third-party companies are making MagSafe accessories. Like I said earlier, I bought this dope MagSafe car charger. So it has the MagSafe charger built into the charger. So all you got to do is put it on your vent. When you get in your car, you put your phone in the vent, and you're going to get that little charge animation, which I just love to see. All right, I just love that. It's just a little bit slow. But I'm pretty sure they're going to start making these a little bit faster. But when it comes to accessories, cases, and, all that other stuff, one of the best things about iPhones is there's never going to be a shortage of accessories. Any accessory that comes out for a phone, you best believe they're going to have it for your iPhone. So if you buy the iPhone 12 Pro Max, go online, go to Amazon, search iPhone 12 Pro Max accessories, and you're going to find 90 pages worth of accessories. All right? Every reputable case manufacturer is going to have a dope case. All right, they're going to have all of the pop sockets, all of the car chargers, the gimbals. They're going to have everything. All right. Now, a lot of phones, you buy this phone, Mi 10 Ultra, as dope of a phone as it is, you might not be able to find a case. You might just find the one gel skin case that came with it, and that's it. You're not going to have that problem when you buy an iPhone. No matter which iPhone you buy, you're going to have 1,000 accessories to choose from. I love that. Now, the last thing I got to talk about, the floss factor. All right. Now, what does that mean? The floss factor means when you pull out your iPhone and somebody pulls out their Xiaomi, somebody pulls out their Galaxy Note. All right, where do you fit in on the food chain? I'm going to keep it real with y'all. The Galaxy Note and the iPhone, as far as the floss factor, they're both the same. Everybody knows these are two heavyweight phones. You spent over $1,000 on each. All right, so the floss factor on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being extra flossy, 1 being peasant status. Both of these are about, I give both of these a solid 8, 8.5. All right, you pull this out at Starbucks, you are the man. All right, you pull out a note at Starbucks, people don't really care about that. All right, this is really for tech savvy people. All right, the iPhone, this is the most trendy phone out. This is the phone that's going to get you maximum love. Now, both of these phones are, I would say, 8.5 to 9. If you want maximum floss factor, you got to come out with the Galaxy Fold. All right, when you pull this out, this is maximum floss factor. Once you go like this, everybody's going to be like, oh. Now watch this. I want to show y'all something. Watch this, all right? Let's go home. Watch this. Look at that live wallpaper. You know what I'm saying? Look at that live wallpaper. When you pull out this phone right here, this is maximum floss factor. Look at that. I got a different live wallpaper on the outside screen. This is the max. But when it comes to iPhone 12 Pro Max, you up there. All right, you on GOAT tier. All right, you're not on God tier. All right, this is God tier. This is GOAT tier. All right, GOAT status. Both of these phones, you are the GOAT when you pull them out. All right, but if you want to activate God mode, you're going to have to spend a little bit more money. Anyway, overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, the iPhone 12 Pro Max is definitely a major go. I love the build quality. Now, every year I do a best build quality of the year. I was gonna give it to the Mi 10 Ultra. I love this. This is one of those phones. I never put a case on this one. I just love feeling it. Love having it in my hands going like this, caressing it. I love caressing this phone. Galaxy Note 20. I love this one too, but you know, it was between the Note 20 and the Mi 10 Ultra. I was caressing these the most until I got my hands on the iPhone 12 Pro Max. I was like, nah. For me, at the end of the year, when I do my little awards, this is going to be the best build quality phone of the year. I love the retro feel to it. I like the heavyweightness, thick ass sides. I love it. All right, so you got the great build quality. It's water resistant, arguably the best camera. Definitely the best video camera. Arguably the best point and shoot. We could debate that between this and the Pixel. Best night vision camera. Speakers are A1. The display is super bright. Maximum nits. All right. Nice and smooth. You can move your widgets around now. You know what I'm saying? This is a dope phone. All right. This is a dope phone. But if I had to choose, I would definitely have to go with the Galaxy Note just because of the extra features. Just because of the always on display, Bluetooth S Pen, wireless DeX, notification LED, split screen multitasking, yada, yada, yada. Anyway, iPhone 12 Pro Max. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this one. Shout out to everybody rocking with me on Facebook, Foursquare, Twitter, Google+. Shout out to the Google Gangsters. I see y'all holding down that Facebook page. Shout out to everybody hitting me up on Voxer. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with me on Instagram. Y'all know that's where I'm at full time, 100% full throttle. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with the new stream on Sundays. Y'all already know. Stream Gangsters on deck. Get your drinks ready. No meat boys allowed. Oh yeah. Special shout out to everybody following me on Snapchat. Flossy_Carter. That's where I'm at. And a special shout out to the notification squad. I see y'all in the comment section early. Hashtag salute. Oh yeah, one more thing. I almost forgot. Fellas, ladies, say it with me. All y'all haters, all y'all trolls, close your eyes and picture me rolling. It's your boy Floss, I'm out. Deuces. Spock wanted to beam up. Energize.
We're in a situation where everybody in the world uses technology. And if you're gonna buy some of that technology, you gotta understand certain things. Subscribe to Flossy Carter. He does reviews of all the latest technology. The iPhones, the iPads, the Galaxies, the Samsungs, whatever the fuck. The Beats by that doctor guy. And he puts his kitty cat in the videos too for you something to look at. You know, I'm an animal lover, so I like that shit. So make sure you hit the subscribe button to Flossy Carter on the YouTube, the follow button on the Instaface, and the like button on the Facelook. Because if you don't, we're gonna have a fucking problem here. A bad one. Now hit the fucking subscribe button.